Scary Things Kids Say Part 63. When my youngest daughter was about 2 or 3, we were just talking and she said, "I died all by myself." I asked her what she was talking about. She said, "Not when you were my mommy, when I lived with my old mommy. She had brown skin and so did I. The spider bit me and I died all by myself." She is deadly afraid of spiders still and she is almost 13. To our 3-year-old son, "What would you do if we had another baby?" Our son, "I'd kill it." In the middle of the night, my little sister turned to me and said, "Do you hear them talking?" But it was dead silent. I feel like I used to do that to my older sister. She's 4 years older than me, and I feel like I remember waking up and pointing to the closet and being like, "They're right there," and she would literally get up and open the closet and there would be nothing there. I probably creeped her the hell out. Scary Things Kids Say Part 64. My sister at 3 was looking into the empty corner of the room, smiling occasionally. My mother asked what she was smiling about and she said she was smiling at the man. She said, "That man wants me to go with him." My mother looked at her and said, "Well, you tell the man we're not done with you yet." Mia is my daughter's imaginary friend. This was when she had just turned 4 years old. It was her first time coming with me to check my uncle's grave. Mia's body is in the cemetery. Mia says that it hurts really bad when you die, but being buried doesn't hurt. It's like a party, but everyone is sad and crying. I hope it doesn't hurt when I die. My children were born in 2001 and 2003, and they used to tell me stories all the time how they played and rode bikes with their Aunt Mindy, my sister who died in 1996. They gave me vivid details of their time together. That's actually really sweet. Scary Things Kids Say Part 65. My son was 4 years old at the time. We were sitting on my mom's front porch and he got this really scared look on his face and said he wanted to go back inside. I asked him what was wrong and he pointed to the street where nothing was there and said the monster was staring at him. Seeing as how I know children can see things we cannot, I took that baby inside and said a prayer. When I was 4, my mother taught me the concept of death and how as a person gets old, their parents would probably die. I was fascinated with the concept of not having a mother. One day following that, I met a woman who looked old, like 60 to 70. I said, "Look at the trees outside. They can live for 1,000 years. We barely live for 100. So is your mom dead?" Apparently, I really wanted to talk to someone without a mom to find out what it's like. When my youngest was about 5 years old, I asked him why he stole his sister's dolls and hid them. He told me that the little old lady told him to do it. I said, "What little old lady?" His response, "The one that talks to me all the time, Mommy." Scary Things Kids Say Part 66. My best friend's daughter saw that my daughter was bitten by a bunch of ants. She turned to my daughter with a straight face and said, "Would you like me to drown them for you?" My old dad died, so now I have you. You are my new dad. My son to my husband, his only dad ever. We were walking in town when I was 2 years old on a Sunday and the church started ringing. I screamed to my mother, "Listen, Lucifer is singing." Not knowing who that was or even being religious. Freaked my mom out and everyone around. This is a story my mom told me. When I was little, around 3, I was walking down a street with my mom, when suddenly I yelled that I didn't want to go into a store because there were bad guys. So my mom ended up not going. She told me that later on the news said that there was a robbery in the same store right around the time we passed there. My 2-year-old said she is a grown-up. I told her she isn't, she is a toddler. She replied, "No, I'm a grown-up, I'm going to touch knives."